How do you prevent coming across as a garbled mess when giving a talk? A garbled mess. Now, this I think comes down to my three B's. And the three B's are breathe, believe, and be prepared. So, breathe is making sure that before you go into a space, you don't go in flustered, you don't go in hyperventilating, you don't get that nervous. You learn to breathe before you step into that space. So you take your time for yourself. You do some box breathing where you breathe in for 4, hold for 4, breathe out for 4, hold for 4, breathe in for 4. And you use, I mean, there's lots of breathing techniques out there to really kind of bring you into focus and regulate your nervous system. So if you can find one of these breathing exercises, make sure you do that before you step into a space. It will calm your nerves and it will just get you back into focus. You're never going to get rid of those nerves, so don't try to. Embrace them. The feeling of nervousness and the feeling of excitement is the same feeling in your stomach. It's like that butterflies and that churning in your stomach. So see your nervousness as excitement and embrace it, because that's where your power is. Believe goes back to what I was saying before, is you really need to believe what it is that you're saying. Really believe your message, because if you don't believe it, your audience won't either. And that is something I learned from my acting days as well, is that if I step on stage as a character that is completely alien to me as a personality, to me as a person, then if I step on the stage as me playing that character, then the audience will know that. They'll just say, hey, here's Jackie, she's playing that serial killer. But if I believe I'm that serial killer and I step on that stage and become that serial killer for that hour and a half or whatever, then the audience will believe that. And it's the same with any talk or presentation, is to make sure that you have that real belief and know your stuff and know what it is that you're talking about. Because if you believe it and it's in your heart and in your soul, then your audience will believe it as well. And the third B, be prepared. And that's, I mean, there's no getting away from it. This is where you have to practice, and practice again. So once you've got your talk sorted, once you're happy with the way that it's actually structured, don't memorize it. Don't memorize it as a script, because that's the way of a complete and utter mess. You'll forget, trip over one word and the whole thing goes out the window. What you need to do is find that flow of your talk and know how that flow goes, how you're going to take your audience from the beginning through the journey of what it is that you need to say to them and get them to the end with a flourish. And if you have visuals or pictures in your head or a mind map of how that journey goes, that's what you need to practice. So follow that through, say it out loud, record yourself doing it, and more importantly than not, step in front of a real human being, preferably somebody that loves you, somebody that can give you some constructive feedback. And if they can't even give you feedback, then at least having done it to a human breathing person, then it takes away some of those nerves. So that's the 3 B's. And I do have a link to a free PDF, a little booklet that I wrote called How to Impact, Influence and Inspire Your Audience. And that's a free download. And I'll put the link to that in the comments.